On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Soundscape.
The overall sound environment of a particular area or place.
Examples:
Soundscape music. Tranquil soundscape. The soundscape of the city was a symphony of car horns and chatter.
Larva.
The immature free-living form of insect or an animal, which at hatching from the egg, is fundamentally unlike its parent and must metamorphose.
Examples:
Larva of a butterfly. A moth larva. The butterfly emerged from its larva stage.
Anemone.
A type of flowering plant that has bright, showy flowers and typically blooms in the spring. A marine creature that resembles flowers but has oral rings of tentacles.
Examples:
Anemone flower. European anemone. The beautiful anemones swayed gently in the ocean current.
Rainforest.
A forest rich in biodiversity that is generally found in tropical settings with heavy annual rainfall.
Examples:
Rainforest destruction. Tropical rainforest. The destruction of the rainforest is a ticking time bomb for the Earth.
Temperate.
Mild or moderate in temperature or climate, exhibiting self-restraint, particularly about the consumption of food, drink, or other indulgences, showing moderation or restraint in behavior or attitude.
Examples:
Temperate grassland. Temperate behavior. The temperate climate of the region made it an ideal vacation spot.
Instantaneous.
Occurring or happening immediately or without delay, taking place in an instant or moment.
Examples:
Instantaneous reaction. Instantaneous message. The new software provides instantaneous results, making it much more efficient than the previous version.
Reptile.
A cold-blooded animal that has dry, scaly skin and lays eggs on land, such as snakes, lizards, and turtles.
Examples:
Reptile exhibition. Fossil reptile. Alligators are a type of reptile that live in swamps and rivers.
Amphibian.
A cold-blooded animal that can live both on land and in water.
Examples:
Amphibian species. Amphibian habitat. Scientists are concerned about the rapid decline in amphibian populations around the world.
Phonetic.
Of or relating to speech sounds or scientific study of speech sound.
Examples:
Phonetic spelling. Phonetic sounds. A phonetic symbol for each word is listed before the definition.
Anthropology.
The scientific study of humanity, concerned with human behavior, human biology, cultures, societies, and linguistics in both the present and past, including past human species.
Examples:
Social anthropology, anthropology of religion. The areas of anthropology and psychology are significantly related to one another.
Chaotic.
Without any order or organization, extremely disorganized, unpredictable, and confusing.
Examples:
The chaotic economic situation. Chaotic theory. Change is also occurring in Turkey as a result of chaotic reform.
Incoherent.
Expressed or formulated without clarity or logic, lacking cohesion or connection, disjointed or rambling in speech or writing.
Examples:
Incoherent speech. Incoherent thoughts. The speaker's incoherent rambling made it difficult for the audience to understand the message.
Worthless.
Having no value or usefulness, not worth considering.
Examples:
Worthless stock. Worthless coin. The product was found to be worthless as it failed to meet the customer's expectations.
Artifact.
A person-made object, especially one of historical or cultural interest.
Examples:
Paleolithic artifacts. Peruvian artifacts. The museum has a vast collection of Greek artifacts.
Magnificence.
The quality or state of being extremely good, beautiful, or deserving to be admired.
Examples:
Incomparable magnificence. The magnificence of classical music. The magnificence of the palace was breathtaking.
Symphony.
A long musical composition in Western classical music for orchestra, usually with 3 or 4 main parts, called movements.
Examples:
A symphony orchestra. A beautiful symphony. The frequent performances of the symphony prove its popularity.
Typify.
To be a typical example of, to represent or serve as an example of something.
Examples:
Typify a generation. Typify a stereotype. These flowers typify the beauty of spring.
Meadow.
A field of grass and wildflowers, especially one used for hay.
Examples:
Graze in the meadow. Lowland meadow. The lush meadow was covered in wildflowers.
Calibrate.
To measure or adjust something, typically a machine or device, to ensure accurate functioning or to match a standard or desired level of performance.
Examples:
Calibrate machinery. Calibrate measurements. It's important to calibrate the equipment regularly to ensure accurate results.
Spectrogram.
A graph or visual representation depicting the frequency and intensity of sound waves or other signals over time.
Examples:
spectrogram analysis, acoustic spectrogram. The software program allowed users to generate spectrograms of their recorded audio files for analysis.
Woodpecker.
A type of bird characterized by its habit of tapping or drumming against tree trunks with its strong beak, known for its ability to excavate holes in tree trunks and branches for nesting and foraging purposes.
Examples:
woodpecker nest, woodpecker feeding. I spotted a woodpecker drilling for insects in the trunk of an old oak tree.
Jellyfish.
A marine creature with a soft, jelly-like body and tentacles for stinging.
Examples:
spineless jellyfish, jellyfish sting. The beach was filled with hundreds of jellyfish, so swimming was not recommended.
Hydrophone.
A device used to detect and analyze sound waves in water, typically used for underwater acoustics research, sonar systems, or underwater surveillance.
Examples:
deep-sea hydrophone, hydrophone sensor. The military uses hydrophones for underwater surveillance and communication.
Critter.
A small or unimportant creature or animal, often used in a familiar or affectionate way.
Examples:
cute critter, wild critter. During their camping trip, the kids were excited to go critter hunting in the woods.
Tentacle.
A flexible, mobile, and long arm-like organ used for feeling and holding things, catching food, or moving.
Examples:
a squid's tentacle, posterior tentacle. The police caught the fugitive criminal in the tentacles of an expanded investigation.
Toad.
A small, tailless amphibian with dry, warty skin and short legs, a person who is disliked or contemptible.
Examples:
enormous toad, toad in the hole. The horny toad sat on a lily pad, croaking in the moonlight.
Hardpan.
A compacted layer of soil or subsoil that is highly resistant to water penetration, resulting in poor drainage.
Examples:
hardpan soil, shallow hardpan. The geologist studied the hardpan layers in the rock formations to understand the region's geological history.
Vernal.
Pertaining to the season of spring, fresh, youthful, or new, relating to or associated with youth, enthusiasm, or growth.
Examples:
vernal sunshine, vernal flowers. The vernal equinox marks the beginning of spring.
Synchronize.
To happen or cause to happen at the same time or rate.
Examples:
Synchronize movements. Synchronize our watches. The ball speed will increase when the lower body movements are perfectly synchronized.
Predator.
An animal whose natural behavior is to prey on others.
Examples:
Apex predator. Sexual predators. The native South American animals were in danger because of the predator's arrival.
Owl.
A nocturnal bird of prey with large eyes, a facial disc, and typically a loud hooting call.
Examples:
A night owl. An owl hooted. The snowy owl is a large, white bird often seen in the Arctic.
Croak.
To make a hoarse sound, like a raven or frog, to make complaining remarks or noises under one's breath.
Examples:
Start to croak. Don't croak on this festive occasion. Because of her severe cold, she could only croak.
Flyby.
A close approach to a celestial body, especially a planet, by a spacecraft without landing or entering orbit.
Examples:
Flyby mission. A five-plane flyby. The spacecraft will conduct a flyby of the moon to gather data.
Synchronicity.
The simultaneous occurrence of seemingly unrelated events that are connected in a meaningful way, suggesting the presence of a deeper, more significant pattern or purpose.
Examples:
Synchronicity theory. Synchronicity effect. The occurrence of events in synchronicity is often taken as a sign of divine intervention.
Horned.
Having or bearing horns or horn-like projections, resembling the shape or appearance of a horn.
Examples:
Horned animal. Horned beetle. The ram stood proudly with its large, curved, horned head.
Diminish.
To reduce or be reduced in size, extent, or importance, to make something smaller, weaker, etc.
Examples:
Diminish a reputation. Diminish swelling. As people get old, their energies may diminish.
Warden.
A person responsible for the supervision and management of a particular place, such as a prison, a national park, or a university campus.
Examples:
Warden duties. Forest warden. The warden of the prison made sure that the inmates followed the rules.
Dynamite.
A powerful explosive made from nitroglycerin, typically used in construction and mining, something that causes strong, sudden reactions or changes.
Examples:
Dynamite-powered engine. Dynamite fishing. The sound of the dynamite explosion could be heard for miles.
Horrify.
To shock or disgust greatly.
Examples:
Horrify audience. Horrify victims. The series of terrorist attacks horrify the entire nation.
Inconsolably.
Without being able to be comforted or relieved, in a way that cannot be consoled or comforted.
Examples:
Inconsolably sad. Inconsolably crying. After losing his beloved pet, he was inconsolably depressed for weeks.
Facet.
One of the many aspects or sides of a subject or situation, especially when seen from different angles or perspectives, a particular feature or characteristic of something.
Examples:
Facet to a question. Important facet. The different facets of his personality make him a complex individual.
Endow.
To give a quality, ability, or asset to a person or institution.
Examples:
Endow him with the power. Endow the scholarship. Some people believe that human is endowed with reason and capable of distinguishing good from evil.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Quantifiable.
Able to be measured, expressed, or quantified in numerical or statistical terms.
Examples:
Non-quantifiable risk. Quantifiable results. The impact of the new policy will be quantifiable through measurable data.
Widen.
To become or make something broader, wider, more extensive.
Examples:
Widen in excitement. Widen a narrowed heart valve. He widened his investigation into a medical clinic.
Envelope.
To surround and cover completely, to encase.
Examples:
Envelop the whole world. Envelop her in a bear hug. The fog enveloped the city, making it difficult to see.
Whisper.
To speak very quietly to somebody using the breath rather than the voice so that only those close to you can hear you.
Examples:
Answer in a whisper. The whisper of the leaves. He took me aside and whispered in my ear.
Jaguar.
A large animal of the cat family that has a yellowish-brown coat with black spots, mainly found in parts of Central and South America.
Examples:
A wild jaguar. A female jaguar. Humans have developed the jaguar's habitat over several decades.
Growl.
To make a low, guttural sound, usually similar to that of an animal, expressing anger, agitation, or disapproval.
Examples:
Growl menacingly. Growl a command. The dog began to growl at the stranger approaching the house.